Shalom, back with part 4. Let's continue here. All right. So again, based on the video, this was the second scripture that I had in mind in giving you. All right. Obviously, I'm giving you a lot more. Again, people, I'm pretty thorough. All right. And stuff. So if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is the Hamashiach, because again, I don't like saying that word Christ. Because listen, it comes from the word Christos. All right. And all that, the meaning of that word simply means to be Christian, right? You Christian a ship. All right. You get Christianed, right? Blessed. That's all it means. Okay. That's all it means, people. It has nothing to do, that's not the Lord's name. Okay? You understand that? That word comes from the Greek Christos. All right? And it originates from when Ptolemy the first made his son, Ptolemy the second of God, okay? And named them Serapis Christos. And that's where this comes from. You understand that? Nothing new under the sun, people. All right? So you've all been deceived, all right? His name is Yahushai wa Hamashiach, okay? Hamashiach means the anointed one, okay? All right. So if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is the Hamashiach, or there, believe it not. So the Lord is warning you, believe them not. And are they telling you on the video that, this is the Messiah? 2.0? Okay, because 1.0 was Caesar Borgia. All right? So they're actually they're skipping over Serapis Christos. Okay? Again, this stuff is hilarious, people. But, we're set up to, bring you these scriptures, to bring you the truth. And that's what we're doing. We're just doing our job, whether you hear or forbear, all right? Because the blood is off our hands, all right? For there shall arise false Christs. See that? False Hamashiachs, false messiahs. You understand that? False prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, as in lying wonders, that we read over in Thessalonians 2 and 9, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9. All right? We read about their lying wonders, which goes into the word pseudo, meaning what? Falsehoods, lies. Okay? All right. So, for there shall arise false messiahs, false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, as in lying wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. See, if it were possible. So the elect are not going to be deceived. Do you understand that? They're not going to be deceived. They're not going to bow down to Baal. All right? They're not going to bow down to the image of the beast, or the beast itself, or receive its mark. You understand that? That RFID microchip, or ID 2020, whatever you want to call it. They're not going to bow down. You understand that? All right? And all this was set up before the foundation of the world. Certain men were chosen. Certain people, certain persons, okay, were chosen and separated from the rest of mankind. Okay? They would come into the word, okay, come into the light, and in order to do that, they would have had to have been chosen, invited in, and that all took place before the foundation of the world when they were spirits, okay? Understand, people? And all this is all scriptural, all right? This is all in scripture, but you have to search this stuff out. You understand? And this book, okay, this book, the entire book, is not given on to the world. This is not universal. Okay? Regardless of what you have been told, this book is not universal. This book is given unto the Israelites. Okay? It is their book. It is their history. You understand? So the spirit of truth, the world cannot receive. Right? St. John 14:17. One of my favorite scriptures. You understand that, people? We have many. All right? Because what is there not to love about the scriptures? Okay? We love it all. All right? All right. So, behold, I have told you before. See that? So, he's only rewarning you, right? Okay, and verse 26. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, behold, he, meaning who? Yahushua the Mashiach, that he's in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in a secret chamber. Believe it not. So you're not to believe these 1948ers talking about this particular man, all right, amongst them, that he is the Messiah, okay, that he is, their new sweet Jesus 2.0, as Caesar Borgia was their sweet Jesus 1.0. And again, I feel bad for Serapis Christos. He gets no love. All right? But I believe the point has been made here, people. Okay? And while we're at it, all right? Okay? Who's the Lord coming back for since we're here? All right? Let's find that out and put that to rest. So immediately after the tribulation of those days, right, of Jacob's trouble, all right, and there is a Jacob's trouble, people, all right, Jeremiah 30:7, right, okay, then you can go to the precept, what is that, Daniel 12:1, all right, okay, and then we already read, what is that, Revelations 12:7-9, where Michael the archangel, as we read in Daniel 12:1, what else is he going to do? Where we read in Revelations, 12:7. Michael the archangel who's going to stand up, for the children of Israel. All right? Yeah, he's going to take down Esau, Edom, and his military. He's going to take down the Edomite beast system. Esau, America, Babylon, the Great, the EU nations, and NATO. He's going to take them out. He's going to cast them down. All right? Him and the angels. All right. So immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give a light, and the stars shall fall from heaven. Okay? And the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Yeah. Yeah, those ICBMs are going to be doing a lot of shaking. The earth is going to shake to and fro like a drunkard. All right? And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds, which is, again, a metaphor. All right, parabolic for what? The chariots. What Esau, Edom, the white man deems UFOs. All right? They're not unidentifiable flying objects. They're identifiable. They're IFOs. They're the chariots of Yahweh. All right? The chariots of the Lord. And those aren't aliens. Those are the angels. Okay? So, shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds, which is a metaphor, all right, for the chariots. And remember, what does it say in Revelations 1:7? And everyone shall see him, and every eye shall see him coming in the clouds, right? In the chariot. How did he leave? How did he ascend into heaven? He ascended up in a cloud, which is what? A chariot. You read that in Acts, right? The first chapter, verse 9. All right? All right. So, and the Son of Man, so they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds, metaphor for the chariots, right? Coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And here's the key, all right? We're going to find out who he's coming back for. Because you have all these, wacky-tacky, so-called self-imposed title calling themselves Christians, okay? And they're not Christian, okay? Because you'd have to be an Israelite to be a Christian. And that happens to be scriptural, people. You would have to be of the seed of Israel to be a Christian, all right? So only an Israelite are the true Christians, okay? So he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together who? The whole world? Multi-nations? Edomites? Moabites? Ammonites? Ishmaelites? No. None of those. None of the above. He shall gather his elect from the four winds, north, south, east, west, from one end of heaven onto the other. You understand that? Made up of who? The Negro, Latino, and Native American that make up the 12 tribes of Israel. There you go. Put that in your vocab. All right, and something else for vocab here to close out. Let's go to Revelations, the 21st chapter. All right. I'll start here at the top. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, and the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John the Revelator, right, who wrote the book of Revelations, the angel came onto him. He was on the island of Patmos in his 90s, in the salt mines, political prisoner under the Roman Empire, all right? He says, I, John, saw the holy city, the New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven. What is that talking about? Now, a lot of these Edomites, including Edomite scholars, would like to have you believe that this is talking about this whole city coming out of the skies, out of the heavens, coming down onto the earth. These people, it goes to show you these people don't know these scriptures, all right? These so-called wacky-tacky Christians have no understanding of the scriptures. Who's that talking about coming down? Who is the New Jerusalem? That is the elect of Israelites. All right? To prior coming down out of the heavens, they were redeemed. That's the elect, which starts with 144,000. They're all men, 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes. And again, this stuff is all over the scriptures. You know, Revelation chapter 7, Revelations, the 14th chapter, verse 1 through 5, speaks about it. You understand? In many other places throughout the scriptures, it's talking about the elect. Okay? For example, all right, give me a minute. This is Isaiah 45 and 4. For Jacob, my servant's sake, Israel, my elect. You see it? Plain and simple. I have even called thee by thy name, and I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. Verse 17, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. I don't see anybody else mentioned there. And you shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. You see that? A world without end. All right, let's get back. All right. So I, John, saw the holy city, the New Jerusalem, coming down from a God out of heaven. Again, that's the elect of Israelites coming down in their new spiritual and immortal bodies with spiritual powers. All right. Prepared as a bride adorned for a husband. And we are the bride, and Yahweh Shai is the bridegroom. Got that? And for this guy, let me say this down here. All right. High wall, 12 gates, and the gates of 12 angels written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. Where is that, vocab? All right. All right. Where are the gold streets, vocab? Okay. Where's King David, vocab? All right. I'm out. I'm on to the next one. Shalom.